joining us right now on the Hollywood's Hotline. Your head coach of the Roanoke College Maroons, live on the practice field, Brian Steinspring. First and foremost, Coach Steiny, thank you for carving out the minutes for us.
So we're going to have a little longer than I assumed here. We had to go repeat a few plays here, but we're going to get it right.
Okay.
We're going to get it right.
All right, well, I'm going to keep it moving, Coach, and I think it's all going to be brand new for all of your fans in college football. And the first question is going to be where do you feel like you're happy? And going into game one, where do you feel like your main areas of concern are?
Well, that's a great question right off the get-go, Greg. Where I'm happy is I like where our team is. I think we have better depth than we did last year, which bodes well for us. I think we're deeper within the defensive line. I really like the depth and the ability of a receiver spot right now. Those two groups are kind of showing out for us in camp right now. We're going to rely on them a great deal, and we're going to continue to build off of that. So that's where I am. Where I'm concerned still is Greg, you just can't hide it. There's a lot of youth out here.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of inexperience, and it shows up. Call them up. There's a lot of inexperience, and it shows up in practice. It's showing up here in a couple situations here today, and we got to get these things cleaned up. I mean, it showed up a little bit in our first game, and there's still spots where the inexperience shows a little bit.
Well, then you're going to rely on your coaching staff more than ever with these youngsters, and I see some familiar names, Coach, on that staff: Jeff Highfield, Tony Spradlin, Ben Boyd, Steven Alexander, Nick Conti. What are your thoughts with this staff going into your first season?
I tell you what, I could not be more excited about this staff. They have done a phenomenal job. You talk about Mike Giannicola as the defensive coordinator and Mitch Ferrick offensively, what they've done, and then to be able to add Steven Alexander into this mix and DeRay Hicks, has just been phenomenal for us. Ben Boyd, as you mentioned, those guys. I know Jeff Highfield. They're just such great coaches, and they're doing a fantastic job for us. Darryl Robertson, what a great addition he's been. I could be a head coach out here right now, and that's important for our football team, that I have the ability to go from to offense to defense, or drill to drill, and input where I need to. And because these guys they coach, they know what they're doing, they're handling their players well, and so that group right there, and they know. We got to help our kids, this group, in situationally in games, and show poise when it's time to show poise, and create a crisis if there needs to be one created. I just created one about 15 minutes ago, in case you're wondering.
Yeah. Do you have time for
Coach Elmo would be proud of me. I can tell you that right now.
All right. Hey, do you have time for two more questions?
I do.
Okay. So you mentioned, and it's obvious, you've only had just over one full recruiting cycle. So this is going to be a very, very young team. But you have always been on my Mount Rushmore when you talk recruiting, college recruiting in the Commonwealth of Virginia. For me personally, it's Brian Steinspring, it's Danny Wilmer, it's Jim Kavanaugh, and then I'm trying to think. I put Phil Almation because I feel like he knows every nook and cranny in the Commonwealth. And
he does.
But Brian, you have been able to bring in some transfers. Are they gonna be able to step right in and contribute, or are they there yet, or what's going to happen with these players you brought in through the transfer?
Well, first of all, I'm honored that you mentioned me in the same breath as those other coaches in terms of recruiting, because they were fabulous. Danny taught me a lot, even though we were on the other side of the fence from each other.
Yep.
But I really appreciate you mentioning me with that crew. I think we were able to enter into the transfer portal ourselves, and I think it's going to bode well for us. I think we'll have at least two starters in our offensive line that weren't here last year. Then there's other spots. You're going to see some names that weren't out here last year. You're going to see them right off the get-go. I'm pleased about the way we were able to go through that process and be able to add to our team and add some years to our team. And Greg, listen, this is the last time you're going to hear me say youth experience. Everybody's got an issue across whatever level. Everybody's got issues.
Fair
and you
enough.
just got to find a way to navigate them.
Fair
That's
enough.
it.
Okay.
And so everybody's got them. So I'm sorry I even said it. It is what it is. We'll work around it. I'm getting into game mode right now.
I love it. I love it. Coach, the preseason polling, they have Randolph, Macon, and Washington and Lee, and then Shenandoah, 1, 2, 3. Roanoke College Maroons in at number 6. Do you pay any attention to that? And if you did, would you be okay if they have you at number 6, nowhere to go but up?
I'm good with it. I don't pay that much attention to it. As you know, the number 1 team in Division I, the preseason all-world football team, didn't survive week 1. The college football is unique and beautifully unique. But it's not where you start in these polls and where you are is how you finish. You got to play to get to November and then remember what you got done in November.
Yes, sir.
That's important. And, for us, I don't pay any attention to that. Right now, do I think I'm going to use it at some point that we were picked 6 and really a couple, however you want it. If people say, boy, that's great, y'all got picked at 6 and you were a JV team, da-da-da. I say, well, you're 3 points away from being a nice team.
Right.
And so I don't really pay that much attention to it unless it's valuable in the pregame speech.
Okay.
So we'll see about that. I don't pay attention to it. Our job, our charge is to be at the very best we can be this coming Saturday and to prove as we go through the season. It's the same speech I gave last year, and that's going to be critical. We got to get off to a great start this Saturday. We got to come out. We can't come out and snap it over heads. I feel like I said that last year. That's exactly what we did. So we just got to play. We got to play more mature, play error-free, play to our strengths, and know where we could be liable or we're not as comfortable and protect that. But if we win the line of scrimmage, I feel like anytime you got a chance to be good at the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to win.
Coach, final point. So it's Saturday, 2:00 at Salem Stadium. Roanoke College football returns, and I'm trying to get in everybody's brain to help remember. It's RC on the RC, Roanoke College on the Rock Channel, 97.3 FM, right here at Wheeler Media. RC on the RC, Roanoke College on the Rock Channel. Virginia Lynchburg comes to town, Coach. How much of a pregame scouting report can you give us on Virginia Lynchburg?
Their athletics they're extremely big in their offensive line. I'd say they weigh their average weight across there is about 310.
Oh wow!
So it's one of the bigger offensive lines that we'll see, I would imagine.
Okay.
But and then they're athletic on the defensive side. I thought they played a great first half. And they're playing an FCS team. It was really 23-10 at half, and it got away from them in the third quarter. I mean, it was everything that could happen happened, and it was a 30-point third quarter that kind of knocked them out of there. But I think they're athletic, especially on defense. They have a couple lengthy receivers that are 6'3", 6'4". Their tailback is the coach's son, and I think I remember him in high school. He's a good player. We would have liked to have had him here. So they have talent. Again, what I said to our team, I wake up every morning when my feet hit the floor, and from the time my feet hit the floor till my head touches the pillow, which is a long time from now still, I just concern myself with us. The schematics of what our opponent does is one thing. If there's a personnel issue, there's another thing. We'll fix that. But right now, my focus is making sure that we put our players in the best opportunity we can put them in to be successful on this particular Saturday, and I feel confident that's where we are right now.
Fantastic, Coach Steinspring.
I'd like to say this, Greg, and I appreciate all the shout outs and all those things, but home field advantage here needs to be a home field advantage. This team relies on our support. They recognize it. They value it. I do, especially for a young crew right now. I think it's imperative when they step on the field that the Salem Stadium has our back, and we look forward to seeing everybody out there Saturday. We do.
Coach Steinspring on Greg Roberts Live Mondays at 6:05. Obviously, yesterday was a holiday. Brian was nice enough to join us on Tuesday, and I know you squeezed us in. I'll let you get back to practice, Coach. Thank you so much.
We're good. Thank you very much, Greg. Appreciate you. Talk to you soon.
All right,
Bye-bye.
buddy. That's Brian Steinspring, head football coach, Roanoke College.